Where is Steph?
She's upstairs. She's checking on Douglas.
Father, Thomas Forrester is unstable. He has a knife.
Douglas. What have you done?
No, Thomas. What have you done? How could you do this? What the hell? How could you be so cruel?
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another bold and a beautiful review. So at the end of yesterday's episode, we saw Steffy talk Douglas into telling her what was bothering him. So he played the recording of Thomas faking a CPS call to a shocked Steffy. Now today we see Thomas walking in on him replaying it to her, and Douglas looks scared after he realizes that his father knows that he did not keep his secret. Now, yesterday, everyone was wondering if Steffy would do the right thing with this information or if she would join Thomas in hiding it. Looks like she's going to do the right thing. Let's get into it.
Now you're going to pretend to feel bad for Brooke?
I feel bad for your son. Douglas should never be put in this position.
I did that and it got our parents back together. What is with all the fake outrage?
Okay, wait till they hear what happened.
No, whoa. What I did is what got our parents to come back together. So no one should stop that from happening. You shouldn't do a damn thing.
So it looks like we're going to have a sibling showdown here. Steffy tells Douglas that he did the right thing and sends him off to go play with Kelly and Hayes. And then she lays into Thomas for putting Douglas in that situation. He calls her out for being fake, saying that she's done stuff before, talking about how she blocked Brooke's phone call and breaking into the security camera footage to get the information about Brooke and Deacon. Steffy says that's different, and they argue about should they show their father and mother the information or not.
I want Dad to marry Mom for the wrong reason. She's not
marrying him for the wrong reason. He said he loves Mom and he wants to be with her. Okay? It has nothing to do with anything Brooke did.
So then tell the truth. If Dad is committed to Mom, then he's not going to care if he finds out that Brooke didn't lie to him. It's not going to make a difference. They need to know what you've done, Thomas.
Absolutely not.
Then I'll tell them. Try to stop me. I dare you.
Now, Thomas, you know if you were that confident that your dad was going to stay with your mom, if he knew about the call, you wouldn't have done all this and you wouldn't have gone to these lengths to keep it a secret. You are just as scared as Steffy is that Ridge will flip-flop again once he knows the truth. And I have to give it up to Steffy here. She's really making a lot of sense. And it seems like she's going to do the right thing despite Thomas trying to stop her. So they're arguing so loudly that Taylor hears the commotion and she bursts in the room to find out what's going on and why would they be arguing on her wedding day. Thomas tries to deflect and still tries to secretly convince Steffy not to say anything. Steffy gets tearful and says that they prayed for this day for so long, but it may not happen. And Taylor wants to know what she's referring to. And of course, that is the cliffhanger for this scene for today. Now, earlier, Thomas was talking to Taylor, and she did admit to him that it bothered her that Ridge did not let her know about the CPS call before he asked her to marry him. So it's still in the back of her head that that was the catalyst for him to come back to her. Of course, Thomas spouted the same thing he's been saying. No, Dad said he loves you. He wants to be with you. It has nothing to do with the CPS call. He knows good and well that's not true.
What? Am I taking a picture of us?
No, I got nothing to do with you.
Okay.
Yes. All right.
Oh, yes, so this is.
It's got really nice up here.
Rich, why?
So they did this scene with them asking Ridge to take a picture so that he would pull out his phone and we would see that either his screensaver is still Brooke or he was recently looking at a picture of her. And if his screensaver is still Brooke, considering that he's marrying Taylor, he really should change that. But we also see that Brooke, pretty much all she did this episode was walk around and say why. So she's still racking her brain, trying to figure out what's going on, what led to Ridge doing this.
You can't give me what I need. And frankly, what I deserve. I deserve a man who's mine. I deserve a man who loves me and only me. And I want to look in his eyes. And I want to see that I am the only one in his heart. And that man's not you.
So I was happy to see Katie not fall for Bill's sweet talk because the way he did a 180 yesterday was ridiculous. He went from 1 minute telling Brooke that she was the love of his life and that he wanted to be with her forever. And then when she brought up Katie, he said, well, I tried with Katie and Katie will never understand me. And you're the one that I'm supposed to be with. And then Brooke gently shut him down and said, no, Ridge is my destiny and it's not going to happen for me and you. So then Katie walks in, wants to know why he's there, calls him out about coming there for Brooke, and he flips and says, my Katie, I want to be with you. You're the only one that I want to be with. I was standing there like, what? That was a lot even for Bill. I was shocked. But Katie saw right through it and did what all the women on this show should do and let him know that she deserves to be number one.
Are you kidding me? When you said to Katie just now, right after saying the same thing to Brooke, thank God she turned you down. Katie deserves a hell of a lot better than you.
Meanwhile, Carter saw the whole thing play out and was ready to call Bill out on his nonsense. So Bill figures out that he and Katie probably has something going on. He warns him to stay away from her and says that's his Katie. I was like, okay, Bill. But Carter does stand his ground and let him know that that's none of his business, and Katie overheard the whole thing. So I wonder if this is going to launch us into Bill fighting harder to get Katie back, since he knows he has no chance with Brooke now. And since Katie is seeing someone else, that makes her all the more enticing to him. We shall see. Drop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts on today's episode and where you think this is going once Ridge finds out the truth. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like the video, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.